All right, YouTube, as promised. I saw it, I wanted it, I bought it. Got that little 2014 Volvo S60. There we go. Looks like we're looking for the little insert there for the driver's side fender. Driver's side fender ourselves. The little bracket that holds the fender. The washer and all the components for that. Well, actually, just the washer tank. And then a front bumper cover. And we'll probably be able to use this little trim balance there. And then straighten out that hood a little bit. Or a new hood, whatever. But 56,000 original miles. And let's see. I think they got it clamped down. But 5-cylinder T5 S60. Just absolutely pristine condition other than the minor damage up there. This was a pretty good insurance write-off. I don't know who did the triple C on this or the comp, but look at that. It's got the sport package, the premier package, got the leather seats, got the lumbar power heated. Electronic dash, no headliner sagging, nothing like that. It's got the sunroof. It's got that musky smell in here like it's been sitting. So come to find out, I ran the VIN when I got back home, and it was from New Mexico, Albuquerque. So it's been down in the desert where there's not a lot of rain and not a lot of, salt on the roads, corrosion. Those leather seats, stitched nice, no cigarette burns, no nothing like that. And I just went through it just a minute ago. It's missing the owner's manual, and it only has one key. But look at those tires. It's like 100% tread on there, and they're hand-cooked. All 4 of these are hand-cooked tires. And it sits straight. It's just minor cosmetic damage there. No airbags deployed. All the body lines on this side line up perfectly. No issues with the doors opening, anything like that. But look at these tires, I mean, really, really good shape. Let's see here. It's got the lane departure warning. It's even got the little tweeter speakers built in the door. Sound systems on these things are pretty much rock. Not as good as that Volkswagen CC. That thing would melt faces. But like I said, it doesn't have... We didn't get our owner's manual this time, so... Yeah. And there's the dash. There's the little nav screen and everything. Everything works. And our sunroof. So... I don't want to embellish it. Obviously, I'm going to make a bunch of videos in a series, just as we do on every car that comes into Gunther's place here. We'll go through and make our little video repair, renovation series, if you will. But I just cannot believe it's 10 years old, going on 11, and 56,000 original miles. 56,000 original, let's call it 57, right? And just like we saw over there in the yard, it didn't have the auto inflation tire kit. It's got the, are we missing our lock? We're missing our lug lock. Uh-oh. Gonna have to get out the old tried and true, beat a socket on it and take off the locks. Oh, wait a minute, it doesn't have the lug locks. Oh, thank you. Score. All right. So I have those anti-theft security stupid lug locks that don't work at all. Everybody knows how to get around them. What is this here? We've got a place for a trailer hitch mounting wiring harness punch out. Look at that underneath here. You know, all the lights work, the brakes light, you know, the brake lights, dash lights and everything. We're missing a headlight and a turn signal, obviously, but you know, I think the brake and light inspection is going to go good. Remember, it's got Volvo brake pads, fresh out the dealer. This was a dealer maintained car, 2 owners, 2-owner car. So basically it was sold brand new in 2014. Pardon the road there. Got the Harleys going down the road, but sold in 2014 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, brand new. Sold to the second owner. I think it had 32,000 miles thereabouts whenever it was sold to the second owner. Went to a place called Flower Mound, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Worth. There was some service done. And then Albuquerque, New Mexico, the remainder of its life. And then I guess this must have happened down there because when I pulled the VIN info, it had a couple of pictures on the internet. Just Googling the VIN, and I popped up a couple of pictures, and the fender was still there, and it was basically bent back to here. So exactly like we thought. It was just hit, maybe, you know, right here, or maybe somebody backed into it or something. But very minor collision. And I think this is going to be a somewhat easy repair for us. And I am not a bodywork person or a painter, as you all knew when we worked on the CC there. But yeah, you know, we got the nav there. Anyway, yeah, this little car has been in good shape. Just had it towed over here. I didn't want to risk driving it down the road. I didn't know, you know, spend your $100, get the tow truck, drag it down the street, get it in your garage, and then play around with it. And then when it's ready to go for brake and line inspection, and you know, obviously the first thing we do is go get it pre-registered and insurance on it, just in case it catches on fire in our garage. But let's see what else we got here. Remember, I pointed these out. Volvo windshield wipers. So this thing was dealer maintained, or whoever owned it took it to the dealer for service, which is actually cool. And with as little miles as on here, I cannot believe. Oh, did that pop it? Let's see if we can't get our hood open. Nope, I didn't pop it open. As little models are on here, I might have a few things that are still in warranty. Now, I don't know how that works out with the salvage vehicle. You know, when you buy a car, oh, come on. Is it gonna come off there? Oh, no. Oh, you know what? It's the cable. Oh, yeah, darn it. Okay, well, I'll get it out of there. We'll do another video with the hood open. But y'all saw it over there at the yard. It was all opened up, and you know, I'll show you the 5-cylinder engine in there. You know, low pressure turbocharged little 5-cylinder has been around forever. Ace and transmission, sport mode. Let's get in here and sit down. I know it is one of those cars that everybody just looks over. It totally bypasses everybody. You know, you're out in the market, you want the hot, sporty looking little car, which this is. It just doesn't look like it. And thing I love about these is you still got this big, meaty, Nordic size steering wheel, German influenced. You know, I mean, that's a big one. You know, big, thick steering wheel. It's got the, you know, driver lugs on it for your thumb, like a human should drive instead of one of those little skinny rings. But the other thing is, it's got the telescopic steering wheel, which also goes up and down. And that's one thing that if you ever get in a car, that's a huge, makes a huge difference on driving or being in a car for a long time. But these seats are like sitting in a recliner. We've got our push button tone phone here. We've got our, oh, you know what? This is the model that has that pain in the ass HVAC fan that's pretty much right behind here, and you got to take everything apart and the gauges out to get in it, and you got to buy that special tool. So hopefully that's not burned out in here. It didn't look like the AC condenser or anything was broken from the collision. What do we got here? We got, oh, and the other thing is I've heard is the sunroof drainage that goes down, the holes in the tubes that go down here. If those aren't ensured that they're blown out, or make sure they're clear to be able to drain, the water can, you know, where there's a coupling over here, can get clogged, and then the water will leak down and get all into your electronics, and you have your main electronics package is pretty much right behind the glove box right there. Oh, this thing smells brand new. It's almost like they've got a leather treatment on it or something. Oh, look at this fancy little... did we get a... we got a USB port and an auxiliary. All right. Sport mode. ASIN. I believe it's a 6-speed, might be 8. I believe it's 6-speed though. I have to go there. It's got push stop, push start, keyless, lane departure. What else we got? Got a noise going on under here. Oh, it's a weed eater. Sorry about that. Thought that was under the hood. Let's see what's going on under here. Anything else? Quick little work around. So it's in the garage. Saw it, wanted it, bought it. It's even got the square exhaust. Let's do one shot up underneath here real quick, and then we'll end this video. Let me get down here. Let's see how we looking. We got any damage under there? Or the sway links or anything. This is the one thing I didn't do. I didn't get up underneath it and look at that. Look at the threads hanging down from the coil springs there. Do you see those? You want to make sure we got enough thread on there and make sure it's long enough, Oleg. Yeah, looks like everything's doing okay. We got a complete exhaust system, catalytic converter still intact. We don't have any other issues there. Sway bar links, probably old. Pretty easy to replace those sway bar links. And then the spring boots, doesn't look like we have anything else, but it's, you know, complete exhaust, no damage under here. The only damage is up in the front, like we anticipated. So this is not a pull the engine out and transmission rebuild job, because it has got almost 0 miles on it. Yeah, this is going to turn out to be, I think, a good project. One of the things I misspoke, I don't know if you heard me over the wind that was blowing in the background when I was walking around at the salvage shop, but I was talking about that LiDAR distance cruise control. Well, this has all of those features, and what it is, it's, you know, it'll brake for you. Basically, if you don't slow down before that little radar sensor up there in the windshield behind the rearview mirror, it'll stop for you. One of the Volvo safety features. This is all we've got right here: a hood and some little stuff. So I don't know. I don't want to talk money yet, but I'm thinking somewhere around $1,000 to $2,000, and we're going to be a $5,000 car again, $6,000 roughly, and that's with tax, title, brake and light inspection, you know, everything to get it back on the road. And you know, we'll go through that process again. If you all are out there watching, watch my video series on the Volkswagen CC and the Volkswagen GTI, 2000 GTI, 2013 Volkswagen CC. That process was complete teardown, engine rebuild, fluid changes, 2 brand new tires, exhaust pipe modification, basically resonator delete, and then, you know, updating all the software in the nav package and the radio, all of that, and then my sophomoric attempt at doing the body work on it. But if you go back and you watch this video series on this car, you will see that that entire process, purchased through inspection to smog, everything cost us exactly $5,000. You are not going to find a semi-premium vehicle such as this or this in the used car dealership lot for less than probably about 9 to 10. When you talk about 50-something thousand miles on a car, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 years old or 10, it is going to be up there and you're going to pay for miles. Once they hit probably about 100,000, then they kind of lose their market value and their market share. But, you know, I'm not a dealer. I'm not a broker. I just go and I buy about 1 or 2 cars a year, and we bring them in here and we go through them together on this channel. And we, you know, maybe it's boring for some people, but it really does help to actually go through and explain, and then also, you know, share the tricks of the trades as you all, or as I learn from you all as well. So thanks so much for watching. We'll end that series right here, and then I will come back and pick up where I left off, and we'll have that hood open. We'll get up underneath the front end. We'll look around up underneath there. Obviously, I don't have a jack, but it's a nice clear day out there. We got some good lighting in the garage, and we'll see if anything's looks out of place up underneath there other than just right in this area. All right, folks, take care and have a wonderful morning.